Octane Coffee and Tea House. Let me get that for you, sir. Let's talk about how this new idea or definition of progress affects the way that we as business owners are going to conduct our businesses.
Changing the idea of what progress is drastically affects how anybody would do business, from any small company to the large multinationals. If you're trying to improve life for everybody, including the environment, that's totally different from saying, oh, let's make as much as we can as fast as we can. I did that for a long time. Help make the mess we've got. So if you change that, it means you have to become much more aware of the effect of what you do on the people that supply the business, your customers, the people in the town. You're trying to improve the life of everybody that your business can affect and improve the environment at the same time. This requires giving a little more thought, or maybe just a different kind of thought, from all of the problems people get into trying to be competitive, seeing who can outdo who for the biggest market share or whatever it is. Progress is very much connected to what people think success is, because everybody that's trying to be a success is wanting to make things better for them, for their family, for their town, for the world, for something. So, in your mind, what's success to you?
As an entrepreneur here in my little town, success means that I built a business that's a meeting hub where people can connect and network, where people who otherwise would not have met each other meet each other. So we've developed quite a few networks and quite a few connections. And on a more strategic level, on a more global level, my intent with the business was to specialize in fair trade and direct trade, commodities and coffee, and that's to benefit farmers that weren't receiving fair trade in other circumstances. So we were able to accomplish that to some degree in sub-Saharan Africa.
Maria, that fits pretty well with compression thinking, and you're a little different from an awful lot of business people, because success isn't how much money I made necessarily. You got to make some, everybody does, but you're beyond that in trying to benefit a community, looking more at all your stakeholders. That's the community and everybody that has something to do with the business in any way, whether they supply it, whether they're customers of it, whether they just like the looks of the place because it enhances the character of the town. And so that's very different from, let's say, what I did for a long time, which is try to improve manufacturing productivity on the theory that the more you can make in the shortest amount of time, the better off we all are. Maybe that's not really true.
Where do we get our concepts of progress from, historically speaking?
If you went back to, let's say, indigenous people, there wasn't much concept of technological progress that we've had in the last 200-300 years in particular. And so our idea of progress today is different from indigenous people. For them, life went in cycles, the seasons, life just went on. Our idea of progress came from the notion that we can burn more energy. We are very innovative. We can do all kinds of things with it. Now we have internet, all kinds of wonderful things, and this is wonderful, and this is going to keep going forever. Well, in some sense, innovation might go on for a long, long time, if not forever. But we can't keep building into that model the idea that progress requires us to consume more and more, because that's what leads to all the other problems that we have. And this gives us more problems from the solutions we come up with than we can deal with. Every advance creates its own problems. So just Well, today you got the human problems from the internet, so we have a lot of benefit from it. And at the same time, we've got trolling and fake news and cyber attacks and, scams. I don't know how many scam emails you get a day, but I get several. And so is this wonderful? The technology is wonderful, but it didn't do much of anything to improve our concept of human progress. And that's what we need to work on now with a concept of progress. That boils down to how can we learn to work together much more effectively to resolve the problems that we see all around us. And that's really the heart of what we'd like to do with compression thinking.